Hey, howdy, hey. It looks like everything is operational. We're doing a stream with no real plan right now. Just kind of getting started and running with it. And we will see how it fares along the way. Don't know what we'll all do. Right now I just have it listed as Fortnite, but the thing is that it may change in a while. Kind of depends on what I'm kind of feeling as things go on. Well, that's a good start. Okay, his audio seems to be working, and I think that is good enough. All right, so anyway, hope you're having a pleasant evening. This is going to be, we may swap over and do some art here in a little bit, like I was referring to. Again, wait and see. We won't be streaming tomorrow or the day after, but we may do it on Thursday. And Thursday will definitely be something that is art or animation related. And Friday will be the same, and so will Saturday. We got a lot of big stuff that I need to get underway, and hopefully am able to make a lot of progress and see. Hey, greetings there, Jess. How you doing? Need them lightsabers. Is there a delay on those? Most peculiar. Doing all right. Oh, hello. That person did not really think through that attack very well. And that happens. Hopefully on, so right now I'm planning to try and get some changes for my setup over here. I already have the dual computer setup. There's one more major change that's going to happen sometime next week, maybe at the end of this week. Wait and see. And when it happens, I'll mention it. But it's nothing like, you know, revolutionary or whatnot. It's more like something that's just going to make life a little bit easier. Oh, that is not the one I want. There, that is better. Well, I should have remembered those things don't stop firing. I had the lightsaber in hand. I had it added to my collection, and obviously failed that one. I saw something at the store the other day. It was nothing, well, in retrospect, it wasn't anything too surprising, but it was for when I saw it. It was a price change that has happened. And a product that I normally would get for protein shakes sort of stuff, the price was over double what I had paid about 3 years ago. Over double. Over double. You know what's weird? I remember when my grandfather would tell about the old days and how expensive things were. And I remember thinking, what? You were able to get all that for like a quarter? And nowadays, you can't get those same items for anything less than about $30 or $40. It's a lot of changes that have happened within our lifetime. So much so that it would have made my grandfather probably shocked to hear just how expensive it's all gotten. And to suddenly realize that, oh, come on. That was actually a little close. Swap out that and drink that. So anyway, the realization that the prices have changed enough so that the world wonderful. To just realize that your prices have changed enough that people would have to completely change the way that they live. They are not able to carry on with the standard plans that they had for the year. They can't even plan for their savings to stay stable. It upsets a lot of society when that happens. And all that started going through my mind as I realized that I didn't have enough for something as simple as protein. Ugh. So what do you do in that situation? The money is getting weaker. Products that are kind of maybe good for you start becoming impossible to afford. What happens? I would probably say that the best thing to do in such circumstances is, for the most part, refuse to pay. Just don't get it. Let the industry feel the pain. Right now, we're in a tug of war between the customer and the companies. And right now, the companies have all the power. They have all the leverage, all the success. A lot of them are willing to let their business die rather than change the price. You have to stop the stock market. That's one of the things you have to do. If you want to prevent those companies from doing that stuff, you have to stop stock. Owning part of the company is bad because then it makes it to where the most corrupt will do anything to up the price. But it also takes self-control. And self-control in our generation is hard. I admit it. That is a hard thing for a lot of people to do. but it would change a whole lot if we were to have that self-control. This was a good item to find. Hey, greetings there, Jersey. How you doing? Got the Wacom tablet working again. Took a long time for that to finally work, and I don't really know why it started to work again. I was doing a sketch last night when I was able to get that working. Hopefully, Windows 11 doesn't make a change and make it unusable again. Ugh. On the Linux? No, not the Linux yet. Linux is going to be happening later on this month. I need a span of about 3 days to get things squared away, and I was in the process of learning how to do installs earlier, just yesterday. So, getting very close. I have to do a final file transfer before I can really make that happen. And when that happens, I'm going to be trying to document a little bit of the process. Won't be able to stream any of it because, well, that's my streaming computer. I'd be scared to switch after so many years. Same here. It is not an easy thing. But it's going to be a necessary one. From 10 to 11 was scary enough, yeah. Thankfully, Windows and Linux are starting to become a little similar. Linux is a little odd. So is, so is Mac. I'm sure that the first few days, I'm going to be regretting it. I'll probably be saying, why did I do this? And I'm going to have to stick it out. So one of the things I'm going to start with is the laptop. Once I get the laptop figured out, then I can start to do it on the bigger computer. Wow. That person was low. Come on. There we go. Better lightsaber. Sunny D. Oh, didn't even need the lightsaber. I mean, more sophisticated. Banjo Grievous. That's a unique emote there. So one of the things I've been learning is how to do faster sketches. And I tried implementing that last night during the stream. And what I need to do is I need to make a template. So that way, when I start a stream, I can be able to, or start any drawing, I can be able to have it already set up so I can start that process. I need to learn a macro. learn how to build a macro in Clip Paint, so that way I can be able to do that. Clip Paint does have the ability to do stuff like that, I believe. We'll just have to wait and see how easy it is to pull off. What program would you recommend for drawing over an MP4? Could Clip Paint do that, or Adobe maybe? You want to draw over, like you want to have a video and you're drawing over top the video, kind of like if I had this video and you draw a mustache over me. Is that what you're referring to there, Jersey? If so, what you actually need to do is get a image sequence figured out. I would love to draw over every frame. Oof. That guy came out of nowhere. All right, return to lobby. But yeah, that's how you would do it. You would export every single frame and turn it into an image sequence, and then you use that image sequence in your project. Greetings, West. How are you doing? Let me double check.
All right.
All right.
How's it going?
Perfect. You can hear me. Excellent.
I can hear you. Yes. Yes.
How was your travels?
It was good. It was all right. With all the storms in the East Coast, especially up here in Jersey, it was touch and go for a while with our power situation, where I was house sitting. So I was like, don't lose the power. Don't lose the power.
Yeah, it. I kind of miss thunderstorms. I don't really miss the damage that they caused, but it was always kind of an adrenaline rush.
Oh, I enjoy thunderstorms. I just don't like as an adult now in charge of things. Mm-hmm. I don't like when the power goes out.
Yep.
When I wasn't in charge of anything or having to be responsible for anything, they were fun then. Yeah,
they also used to be a lot more terrifying when they would, cause houses to burst into flame.
Yeah.
What's here at the center area?
There are, it's a good place to start. There's some chests right here by the head, by the Easter egg head,
dandy.
The Easter Island head, and you can get some good stuff here. There's a mythic chest here you want to open up.
Ooh, fancy.
And I shall splash us.
Indeed. Good thing that you carry along all that water with you.
Yes, and there's plenty of chests all around us because we're in the center now, so. Oh, we can't, now we can get them.
Aha.
Oh, you got him.
Wunderbar.
Nice. Oh, he's getting me. No, damn. Get him.
Okay, coming for you. Dang, that was unfortunate. Hey, but guess what? He left a shield here. This game mode is so fast-paced, I'm surprised you can revive anyone.
Yeah. Me and Dadman played a Blitz game where I revived him once, then he revived me, then I revived him. We won the game, too. It was amazing.
Dandy.
I was very shocked, yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy this game mode, but man, is it demanding. It requires so much of your attention.
It does.
Well, those guys went down fast.
Yeah, pretty.
That was a little bizarre.
Oh, you got some.
Oh, there we go. That's what we need.
Right. Oh. Watch out. I'll draw their file. You get them.
Ooh, golly, I messed that one up horribly. Take that,
I got a saber.
Snoop.
I got a saber. Yes.
Wunderbar. Yeah, they don't have my favorite one around here. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. That's it. Opium ones. You need some shield, sir.
Well, I've got a slurp juice, but
right here.
I'm waiting to use.
Oh, no, I meant to throw that. Oh, wow.
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh, well.
I'll drink it now. Whatever. Oh, there's a llama. The llama's here. Hang on.
Indeed. It's good to eat llama. They're very delicious.
There you go. And now I've got plenty of healing.
This reminds me, folks, we're going to be doing a third part of the storytelling stream in the near future. And so that should be entertaining. We're going to be going over a bit of how Star Wars could have been told better, how we could have fixed the story and actually made it interesting. Yeah, there we go. That's one problem of this game mode. It's over too fast when you start getting like the upper hand.
Yeah. Did I tell you the last time me and Dadman played Blitz Royale? Got the once.
Starting to cut out there.
Oh.
You got the.
That's this headphones. I don't know what this is with this headphones.
Ah, yeah. No problems there. But so you were saying the other day with Dadman?
I just unplugged and plugged back in the dongle.
That can help many times. I've done that myself.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
Yep. So yeah, last time me and Dadman played Blitz Royale, we won 7 in a row. Our first 7 matches, we just kept winning.
That's a substantial amount.
It is, and he goes, okay. Well, he had planned on ending. He goes, well, we'll just keep going till we lose. Well, guess what happened the next game?
Well, that does make things a little bit more difficult. I remember when I was on the streams with the YouTubers, and the games would just go on and on and on because they could never get a victory. And so then they would try and switch up the game mode, and they still would suffer. And there was one time where I said, okay, I have so I made a decision that I would only do a certain amount of time every single game and stick to that because I was on the payroll. And so I would try and make sure I was working on the projects first and foremost, not participating in the streams. And what ended up happening is I would leave after my 2.5 hours. And then they would inevitably still be playing hours and hours and hours later. I'm like, this is ridiculous. You guys, all you do is this. And you knew in their off time, they were actually playing other games. And so all they did from sun up to sundown was play the games, which does become, quite the problem when you're, waiting on them to deliver products. And there they are, still stuck in a Fortnite game because they can't get the victory to end on.
Yeah.
Because that was the number one thing.
Good.
They just could not get that victory for anything. Somebody's over here.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Ooh, that was too far of a jump. Damn it.
Watch out for your back. And person can roll.
Yeah, everybody's got to be somewhere.
Yeah, lightsaber. What sort of ability? Oh, lightning. Not my favorite, but doable.
Mine is saber throw. Oh, the lightsaber throw.
Oh, Darth Vader's. Nice.
Yeah.
That one actually is pretty powerful if you line it up just right. But
It's
I
kind of
still
like
like
the it's kind of like the fish trophy.
yeah. I'm a little bit more fond of the, of course, the force push, because then you can send people back into the storm. And it's actually really good for if somebody is attacking you and you have to get away fast. It's the best one. Lightning is one of my least favorite, although it is better than the force pull. That one is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, damn. Ah, got it, but the other person got me.
Oh, that's powerful. I stand corrected. The lightning is very OP.
Yeah, no. I think the lightning is one of those. Hey, that bomb just went up.
What was that?
The lightning is. It's one of those deals. I think there's a weapon. Sounds pretty cool, but it's not effective for me. I can't use it well, but everybody else uses it to kill me every single time, kind of thing.
Yeah. Indeed. So apparently with the lightning, you have to keep keep your cursor over top or your sights on top of the player. Otherwise it stops. And if you do that, it gets more and more powerful.
Ah, so the people cheating and using aim assist like this.
That's what could be the case. So if you get zapped by lightning, jump or tumble out of the way, something. Because that definitely is what's going on.
Yeah, well, if they have aim assist, it's gonna keep tracking you.
That is indeed a conundrum. But that's the benefit of the lightsabers, is that aim assist really hates melee.
Yeah, it does.
And I still can't figure out why. You would think that it would be really good at close range, but for whatever reason, I've noticed that a lot of aim assists stop when you're within a certain range, and I haven't figured out as to why that is.
Yeah, it's like a there's a sweet spot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, get in the house! Get in the house! Oh, give me a good weapon here. Give me a good weapon. Come on. Oh, there you go. That's good.
There we go. Get clobbered. You poor
It's
baboons.
They gave me a lightsaber already.
Ooh, nice. Oh, perfect. And it's my favorite.
Oh, I have the force.
Oh,
lightning.
somebody's swimming.
Yes, they are. And they die now.
Wonderful. Another lightsaber. I do not want purple. Mace Windu can have his lightsaber. It's a good way to end up, being thrown out the window.
Yes. Oh.
I know, bad joke, folks. But hey, George Lucas is the reason why that happened. I find it hilarious that they say that Mace Windu survived falling all that distance from the tower. So illogical. Leave it to Disney to want to bring him back. It's not happening
they like
yet,
to bring everybody back.
They sure are talking about it. And technically, don't you think that also that
behind us. Wow.
A gnome?
Using aim assist, be careful. John Wick's using aim assist.
Oh, this is not good. We're gonna have to run. Nah, blast.
Yeah, I know. Wick's using aim assist because he just finished me off and he wasn't even aiming at me.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're winners. Winners because they spend a small fortune on a hack. But anyway, Disney kind of views a villain falling as a permanent death. And so here they are now with Star Wars, and that doesn't actually now happen. So it's kind of funny that that's the case. Darth Maul comes back. Yep. Mace Windu looks like he's probably survived based upon fan theories and whatnot. Problem is that the fan theories are probably going to be influencing Star Wars moving forward.
Yeah.
Kind of like all those dorky Reylos. Well, did you have any thoughts on that stream that I did with Dadman? Any thing that you disagreed with or wanted to add to?
I think I don't think I got to see the whole thing. I'm gonna have to watch it on the rewind. And now that I'm back home, I was not able to. If you notice, I didn't the whole last week. I didn't play any Fortnite. I wasn't on any streams. I was barely in any chats because I was just preoccupied.
Right. Yeah. No worries there. Yeah, that was a fun discussion, but definitely went on longer than it should have. I will say I lost track of time, and it was not as well presented as the previous one. So I will say that.
I mean, you know, you add extra stuff. Sometimes that happens.
Yep. Although I was trying to consolidate it, and in the process of trying to consolidate it, I expanded it. Unintentionally.
Oh. Damn. Oh, I'm under the... Damn, I didn't mean to go under the truck like that.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the Power Rangers. That's... Oh, and it's the generic skin, so yeah, you know what? I got two cheaters here. Can I beat any one of them? Can I beat either just one? Just one. I just want to get one. I don't care. Just let me get one of these cheaters. I got one.
Nicely done.
Oh, I threw the 50 pot at him.
You have some other guys coming to double team, so pull back.
I got him. I got him.
There's the rabbit. Got me. No.
Get out of there.
Well done. You're presented with a very tough situation, and you held on. That's all you can ask for.
Yep. I have to go back to the lobby. There you go.
Yep. This has been a little bit more of a productive week for me. Had a trying to get everything in gear again, and it's taken me a little while to get up to full steam. But I did get some good progress, And so come Thursday, we're going to try and do a stretch of art only in order to get the next project done. And so basically, folks, what's going to happen is come Thursday, we're going to be taking a main focus on the animation as the main project, and it's going to be the main stuff until that animation is complete. When a project gets near completion, this is going to be the standard moving forward. We'll try and dabble in a lot of different things, and then we get close to one finishing, and then it's solid. After that, we're going to be doing the same sort of thing to another project, but we'll have a little bit of an interim between the two of them. The goal is that once a month, a project is going to be completed. I would like to that to happen a little bit more so, but there's too many projects to do that with, and work, of course, is still going to be a factor. Maniac rabbit, what are you doing here? Or was that a mouse? It's a little hard to tell. It's too busy shooting it. Somebody else?
Yep. On the other side of the wall. Bang.
Well,
Wow.
that person went into the ocean.
Thanks.
The names that people have, so ridiculous. Ooh, lightsaber already, nice.
Yeah. They dropped it to me.
How very kind of them. Oh, look, it's a brain rot character. Just what we do not want to see. And that means we have to dispose of it. Save the world from their brains rotting. Ha ha. Nice. Someone else is across the way.
Yes.
And, it's the Dadman who says, "Morning, Jeff." Morning, Dadman. Say howdy, West. All right. How are you doing this morning, sir? And Dadman says, "I hear West." Yep, indeed. He is back and he is operational again. Alrighty. No lightsabers anywhere. This is so weird.
There's still six people here, and it's quiet.
That it is. Rotting brains, where are the zombies? Yep, indeed. If we have brain rot characters, we obviously need to have something to clean up those horribly dead brains. Up and down tonight sleeping. Indeed. Hopefully you have had some good rest. Oh, lightsaber.
Oh, wow. So, wow. Where did that come from?
From right below you. I gotta heal up a little bit before we fight these people.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, I see them. I see them.
Oh, Dadman says, "Happy birthday, Jess." That's right. Jess's birthday is.
Happy birthday, Jess.
Wait, is it today or is it tomorrow? I've done forgot. Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That was it. So yes, happy birthday, Jess. Where's the here we go. High quality sound effects around here, folks.
Yes.
Trying to let the missus sleep. Otherwise, would love to join you guys. Indeed, sir. Well, indeed. Think of family first and foremost. That is always the most important thing. So hopefully she gets some good rest And don't worry, we'll still be around here in the future for that sort of stuff. You know, or if she suddenly wakes up and decides that she has like the zoomies and needs to participate in some gamage.
Yes.
Oh. Get out of here, freak. Yep.
Good one.
Bingo. Now to serenade them at the funeral. Yeah, it's Tuesday now, and Jeff and his soundbox. Yes, indeed, we have some wonderful things we can do with our soundbox. Including whenever we have to get very upset and start saying and then maybe That's right. I wonder if that maybe change that just a wee bit. Anyway, GG, nice one indeed. It's a grand time having lightsabers again.
It is.
They're fine additions to my collection.
I need a better
lightsabers are a lot of fun.
Better one for Grievous. Oh man, it was I've been having more and more internet problems as of late, though. I'm going to try and get that fixed on probably Friday. I've waited long enough to try and address it, and I finally have the time to try and figure it out. So hopefully after Friday, I won't have to worry about things choking on me over here. I don't have to worry about suddenly dropping out of stuff, which has happened more often than not, which could be Fortnite, but then again, it started happening to other games I do with relatives. So I'm beginning to think it's just my network.
Yeah.
Stop all this fighting. Golly, these people are just not very considerate.
No.
They won't let us live in peace. We want peace. We don't want violence.
I want a little piece of Turkey, a little piece of France, a little piece of Germany, a little...
Well, that's indeed.
That's a, from, I think it's, To Be or Not to Be.
To Be
It's
or
a great
Not.
movie.
Oh.
Mel
wait a
Brooks? Yeah.
I know the quotes, but I don't think I've actually seen the movie. But that's not surprising.
Oh, it's great.
There's a lot of things I've not seen.
It's Mel Brooks poking fun at the Yahtzees again, so it's always a good time.
Indeed. You know, one of the when I was growing up, it was there was a lot of different shows that we would see, but they were all from like the 40s or the 50s. And there's a lot of stuff that I just didn't even know existed until I was much, much older. And there's a lot of stuff when I finally saw it. I was actually kind of glad I was completely unfamiliar with it.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, somebody's rebooting.
Oh, he got it off. Well,
Did
he
he?
paid
Well,
for
he's
it
gone
with
now,
his
so
life.
yes, he did. Oh, damn! Wow, that hurt.
Soon they will call me master.
All right, that went well. Banana. And lightning.
I keep getting more.
Drink. And then into the fray.
Somebody keeps getting the drop on me, and I don't know how they keep, no matter where I'm standing, they keep getting the drop on me.
That's right, lightning of doom.
Oh, this lightning is strong. They must have upped the damage because I don't remember it being nearly this strong.
The lightsaber? Yeah.
Well, no, the Sith lightning.
Oh. Yeah, it just takes, I don't know about the lightning, but the sabers, it's 3 hits. Get 3 hits on somebody and they're done.
Indeed. Gonna head back to sleep. You guys have fun. What about Belgium, anyone? What another piece of Belgium. Yes, indeed. Well, rest well, Dadman. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you are able to attack the day with good renewed vigor.
Yes.
When I was young, I used to have a pretty standard sort of sleep routine. And then I got to college, and it got flipped on its head. And in order to try and work with my roommate, because we had 2 very different schedules, I would stay up into the late hours. He would wake up at unreasonably early hours. And so we're like, well, we can't keep turning the light on in order to kind of get things done. And then we're like, hey, let's use a lamp. And so we got a little lamp, and it just wasn't enough light to do homework by. And then he came back with the something weird. It was a bunch of Christmas lights that were black lights. And I came back with a black light that I had gotten in at an event, and I didn't really know what to do with it. And so I just had it over on the side, and then we realized, oh, just turn on the black lights and problem solved. The person sleeping is completely unaffected. And so suddenly we were able to both be productive at a really weird hours and not impact the other. And I keep black lights now as kind of standard. It's easy on the eyes when you just wake up, sort of thing. Oh, dang it. I just got a lightsaber too. Dagnabbit. I should have switched to the lightsaber. I didn't see it.
I've got no heals either.
Oh, use the purple shotgun. And then
that
switch.
thing's terrible. I hate that thing. Can't get out the window. I got 1 life.
Run, West.
I can't get up on the roof.
Oh, you're done for. Slain by Pinky. And Pinky has no brain.
I don't know. Somebody in that melee shot me. I was full health, full shields, and they shot me down to like 10 life in 1 shot. So I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what they hit me with, but it was brutal.
Jess mentions I think it might be, since it's all close contact and was happening fast, wasn't like that on the main map. But yeah, it was a tough match there for that person to just show up out of out of the side there and double team us. Well, at that point, it was like triple or quadruple team. We just come out on top, and they came in and spoiled that success. But so the blacklight solved all that problem, and a couple of other guys started doing the same thing. They saw that, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna start incorporating that." And so we actually had quite a few blacklight rooms around when it was all said and done, and it was what we found out later on was blacklights were good for that, but if you use them too much or you get ones that are too strong, it can cause kind of like a sunburn effect to your eyes. Thankfully, we never used them to the point of where that happened, but I heard about the that sort of damage that can happen for people that are working at like event places where they have really strong black lights. I don't know how often this happens, but apparently it is possible. I'm a little bit more skeptical about how often, but it is something to be wary about. And so while I do enjoy a good black light, I'm not going to be pushing it, especially if it has the risk of damaging eyes permanently. I do miss a little bit of some of the college interactions that we had. There's a lot of things where you kind of have that sense of camaraderie, and I did not have it very strong when I was there. I ended up changing dorms a lot, and so I never had that cohesion. But there was a little bit of that did happen over time. And it happened a little bit around the middle of my time in college. And then it started to disappear. And then I was like, well, it was fun while it lasted, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Swap that out. Perfect. But one of the things that we would do was with the black lights, make sure that everyone had them, so that way you could kind of leave doors open and people could come and go, and then you just had to worry about people, being quiet when they would come into the area. And well, you can turn off the lights, you can make sure that the black lights are keeping people asleep. That cannot solve the problem when somebody comes in and starts screaming and shouting. So yeah. It wasn't a foolproof plan. Ooh, box just landed. Hey, lightsaber.
I've got one already.
All right, it looks like I have force
throw.
Force rocks. Yep, force rocks.
Yep.
Throw. Nope. It is lightsaber throw. Okay, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Behind us. Oh, I missed him. Thank you. I missed him at the last swing.
I decided to pull a Darth Vader.
I have you now.
Somebody else? Oh, he's weak.
Oh, their buddy. Where's their buddy?
He's up on the ridge. I'm gonna come back
Damn.
here. Oh, come on.
And he was not missing, so
I
his
should have
buddy
used the lightsaber. I was being careless. After I threw
The
the
guy
lightsaber.
that we were fighting was not bad, but the buddy on the ridge, I think, was suspect, shall we say? So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't count that loss.
Indeed.
I accept it.
There's a couple of people where I'll play against them in other games and suddenly the PC crashes right after they get eliminated. And I'm like, I just gotta wonder, why did it happen immediately after somebody got eliminated?
I don't. I've used plenty of cheat codes when I'm playing, a solo game, against a computer. You've already played the game, so you do the especially in a lot of the games like World War II games or so forth, where you enter things and you're like, okay, I start the game with jet fighters, so this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it interesting, But when you're playing with other players, I don't get the cheat stuff because it's not you. You're not actually winning. You can fool yourself all you want, but you're not winning.
There's a lot of people who don't understand what it means to receive what you work for. You could say it's the socialist mindset of you just want to receive and you don't really care about how it happens. You just want something. You don't want to work for it. You don't want to strive for it. And sadly, a lot of people think that way. I just wonder how long that mindset can kind of go on before people start to say, life doesn't feel meaningful. It's kind of like the people that get the participation trophies. Are they happy with it? Not technically. I mean, some people are. I remember hearing someone who said that they loved that. They always got participation trophies and they had an entire wall of it. And I thought, is that really what's happening? Do you really think that? And I can't make heads or tails out of it. Do they really actually believe that somehow they've received something special? Or maybe it's what they tell themselves just so they don't think about it. I do think there are some people that actually do see that and say it's good enough. Ooh. Nicely done.
Yeah, I always looked at they're nice. They're nice in all the participation trophies, but I always looked at them as, it's the, without being too crass, I'm sorry, but I'm a 70s kid. I grew up as a little kid in the 70s, so I'm crass. It's the short bus trophy. So.
It was weird growing up in an age where participation trophies became so common. Like they existed from around the age of 10 for me. And we would receive the trophies for participating, and I kept thinking, what is this, like kind of like a thanks for your service sort of thing that the military gives folks? I mean, that would make sense, but the thing is that when you give to people and the kids did nothing, it kind of ruins their motivation in many ways.
Yep. Well, I have to say, when I was in grammar school, I was in Catholic school, and there was in our area in New Jersey, there was a whole league of Catholic schools. And, we played, ooh, nice, I'll take that. We played basketball, and I played for 5 years. 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And every year we got a participation trophy. So I have 5 participation trophies. However, when I was in 7th grade, every school in the Catholic School League got to nominate 2 players for the all-pro, all-star teams, and in 7th grade, I got an all-star trophy. That's the only one that I really care about. The other participation, hey, there you go. Good
Huzzah.
one.
Only participation
The all-star
trophy.
trophy's the only, yeah. The all-star one's the only good one. The participation ones were nice because they were trophies. It was cool, but I actually earned the all-star one.
Yeah. So you said grammar school? A Catholic
Yes.
grammar school? Okay, now
Yep.
forgive my ignorance. Do you just go there and learn how to speak better English?
Well, I think I spoke better English. Listen, I grew up in New Brunswick and Somerset, and it was lower to middle class, if you want, the neighborhoods I grew up in. And so I had friends. I had some, but we went to Catholic school, so it was a mix of really low class kids, middle class kids, and there was a few richer kids. And I have to tell you, it was always the way they spoke. I knew where they came from. So, and it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me, but I knew where they came from. The ones that said ask instead of ask, and said anyways instead of anyway. They were the ones that came from the other side of the elevated train.
But is that what grammar school was? Was
Oh
kinda
no!
like for-
Grammar school was elementary school. Elementary school. You know, kindergarten to 8th grade.
I've never heard that before. I knew that there was grammar schools. I didn't know what that actually represented.
Yeah. It's basically elementary school. Elementary school and grammar school are the same thing.
Oh. See, I just remember a grammar book. And so for me, that's a very interesting thing to hear.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I have learned something new.
It's just thunder shotgun. No, thank you.
Because here I am thinking that you're going to learn like high sophisticated British grammar or something like that.
Nope. Although, it's having gone to a Catholic school, religious school, from kindergarten to 8th grade, allowed me to be better advanced. Because I find when I went to high school, it was public school. We switched, and I found myself at a advantage in science and history and English. However, in mathematics, I was I failed algebra the first year, and then I had to take. It took me. They split it up and gave me algebra in 2 full years. So I did not. While all my other peers were taking geometry in their sophomore year, I didn't take geometry till I was a senior.
Bastion comes by and says, "Grammar. Oh no, hit the deck." Yeah, you gotta watch out for that grammar stuff. It's dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Grammar drove me crazy when I was in school. And I'm still not good at it. I've gotten better, but I'm not anywhere near what, you know, the classes would have wanted me to be.
Superman! Goodbye, Superman.
Superman is super dead.
Yes, he is.
Goodbye, Superman. Anyway, how are you doing, Bastion?
Is Bastion in the game now? Here?
Not right now. Right now he's in the chat.
Okay.
He came by to warn about the dangers of grammar.
The Let's not stand out in the open.
Yes, very dangerous to go. Oh, actually, we're right smack dab in the middle of the circle.
We are.
Might as well be in
There's
here.
only one other team. Yep, there's one other team.
Bastion says, I'm doing good. Stay defensive.
Yes. They have to come to. They have to come to us.
Here they are.
Are they fighting
Just
each
took
other?
out-
What are they?
They just took out another team. What the heck?
I don't see how that was possible. I'm registering only 4 players left when they were fighting. That would have been us and them. Oh, nice
I'm
gun.
not very good with those, so I'm gonna leave it.
I'll take
Careful.
both then.
I think they're coming. All right, let's go.
Oh, they got the high ground. They got the high
don't
ground,
go,
Anakin.
don't go. Push them into the storm.
Oh, he pushed me. Damn it.
Come on.
Ah.
Come on. I kept getting caught there. Oh, they were so weak. Dang, I
Get them before.
needed the Obi-Wan lightsaber for that. Oh, that was bad. That or the lightning. The stone throw was not good for that. I got to get myself some water. Be right back. Wow. Perfect timing. So the
Here we go.
So the world of English was not my strong suit. It got easier as time went on. But when I was in college, I had to take an English course. And I finished the paper, and the teacher said, "Hey, submit it over at this location, and because I am going to be leaving, and I will not be able to receive it, and so I'll check it later on when I get back, and you guys will already be gone." I go, okay. So I go over and I drop it off. And I get contacted and saying, "All right, paper's been received. All right, have a great summer." I didn't think anything of it. And so I waited for the transcript to come out for my courses. And it was taking a while. And then, lo and behold, Ben 10 showed up and caused trouble. Now, what ended up happening is I got all my grades back, and I failed one of my courses, and I knew it was going to happen. I was looking at that, and I was very discouraged. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see that I also failed English. I was like, what the heck? I was not even remotely kind of in danger of failing English. What the heck happened? And I contacted the professor, and I kept waiting for a response, and I got none. And so I emailed several times, and I asked my parents, what should I be doing with this? And they said, well, reach out to the head of the department and tell them what has happened. So I did. And the guy got back to me and said, we're getting prepared for the next semester. We'll be back with you shortly. And about another week later, he finally reached out and said, what's the issue here? You just didn't quite understand. You didn't understand the material enough, and it happens to students. And I said, I'm pretty sure I knew the material. And he was like, well, share your. I would have maybe the professor re-evaluate your score, whatnot, but the professor quit. And I was like, the professor quit? No wonder why the professor wasn't responding. And I said, okay, well, can I have someone look at the paper? Because I'm pretty sure that there's something wrong about this. I did not mess this up. And they looked at it and they said, oh, we are so sorry. Your paper is actually good. It was recorded wrong. And we already flunked you, and there's no going back and changing that. And I was like, what the heck? How can you get a... Ooh. Well, how do we correct this? This is when I really learned to hate rules and regulations, because they're like, well, the rules are that the professor has to give you another evaluation, but there is no professor, and we can't do that. It's like, well, you're the head of the department. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so there I was, frustrated and having to take English again. And my next professor was infinitely better. And I asked them, saying, this is what happened. They said, oh, you had that professor. And like, well, what is that supposed to refer to? That professor, oh, dang it. Get him. No! 4 health, only 4 health. Oh, dang it. Not questioning if the professor did something wrong if he had quit. Usually a higher up in the department or school should be able to re-evaluate, especially if it's a case of not being graded fairly. Yes. And I raised a lot of questions when I returned back to college. You'll have to remember, this was before the whole world went digital. Trying to receive something digitally was actually quite hard during that time frame. They worked with email, but they also were working with Blackboard, and Blackboard was finicky. So the professor, my new professor, was a very good teacher. And I had no problems. I aced the class, no problem. And I went and I asked the professor. So when they said, "Oh, you had that professor," that professor hated men. And that was not the first time I had been the recipient of that sort of treatment. I had left a school in part because of that. And so here I was experiencing the same thing at the new school I had transferred to. And at that point I was like, well, welcome to the new world. And I didn't blow a gasket about it. But I did raise the question saying, is there anything that can be done? And the professor said, well, we could try and get you extra credit for it, but you already are taking extra credit because the liberal arts college system basically gave us all the extra credits and nothing that was in our field. So it was frustrating. But yes, that professor did have a reputation. And suddenly, a lot of the things that professor had done made sense. And because of how the school system was during those years, this was just the start of all sorts of movements that were causing problems. And I was, unfortunately, in the middle of a cultural change, and I didn't know how to navigate it at the time. I was very much unable to quite make heads or tails of what I should do. I didn't know if I was in the wrong. Maybe I had messed up horribly, and it had not quite clicked. It wouldn't click until that whole process would happen again about a year later. Not exactly the same, but very close. And I felt that burn yet again. And so then I knew at that point what was going on, and I knew like the proper procedure of how to kind of move forward with it, or at least knew how to not be the recipient of problems. And by the way, my other professor, the one that told me about this, she was top notch. Like I said, she knew all of her stuff about about English, and she also knew how to teach students and have them succeed. And I'm like, why couldn't I have gotten you for the first one? And
Right.
yeah, it's amazing what a person's attitude can do to change the whole experience. And the second time that I took English, like I said, I excelled at it. And not only did I learn, she actually gave me the kind of like some background on how to actually start to use English in a more creative fashion. So technically it was a benefit. So was it a complete waste? No. That's one of the reasons why I don't really harbor a lot of anger about it, because in the end, it actually was beneficial for me. Now, I think it's frustrating. I think it's a kind of a case study of how you got to watch out for people who have extreme prejudice. But you also can be blessed in a roundabout way and not realize it. And that was me. All right, I got the Obi-Wan lightsaber. Perfect.
Oh, cool. I got the Sith one.
I'm General Grievous. I want to hold multiple lightsabers, and it's not working.
Yeah, I would think that they would allow you to do that.
Yeah.
I had an experience like that. I told you that when I switched to high school and was in public school, that there was aspects that I was at more advanced, and there were aspects I was behind. Well, history was one of the ones I was advanced in, simply because I read every single history textbook and anything for history. I always read it, cover to cover, whether I was required to or not.
Oh, come on.
Wonder Woman. There you go. Oh, I thought I got it.
Nice. Well done. Oh, golly. That was close.
Still yes, it was. It was a good one though. But the first year I'm in high school, we had what was called world history, and it was broken up into. For mine, it was most people. I don't understand why mine was this way, but most people it was all 4 semesters were the same teacher. Mine was broken up, and it was shifted between 2 teachers. And I had this one lady in the first 2 semesters, and I had a gentleman in the second 2 semesters. Well, the first semester, the lady gave me an F, and I was shocked. I said, "How do I have it?" I was flabbergasted. I managed to get a D the second semester, the second quarter, and I pulled out a D on the final. So I squeaked by. Now they gave me this other guy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got a B on the final. And then I had the gentleman, and I got an A on the final. I find out that he wrote the final for the other lady. Well, I'm looking back now, the way she dressed, the way she talked, the way she acted, I'm pretty sure she was a man-hater.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that you'll meet in the education system that is carrying baggage. One of the things that professor, the English professor that flunked me, which, by the way, I had a B when I went into that final exam, when I went into making the final paper. And so I went from a B to an F. That's just how serious that was. There was something else that did happen, and I forgot to mention it. I did also critique socialism. And, yes, that was also part of it. I was actually criticizing the CCP, which I was starting to become more familiar with the ins and outs of how it operates. And she did not like that. And I got a talking to after a class about how I was being prejudiced and a bit racist in some of my claims. And I was like, I wasn't even saying anything that extreme. I was just saying that, oh, well, China has a government that is kind of crippling its different classes and going over the economy of that. I also gave some praise for China too, which was I was starting to learn to also appreciate the Chinese people and how suffering can many times create a people that is capable of great things. Well, in that paper, because it was supposed to be a research paper, where you put where you make an argument with good English, that was one that I got a talking to, and the follow-up.
Do you need a lightsaber?
I got a lightsaber, and it is lightning. What I need is the Obi-Wan push.
No, this is the Sith one.
Yep. Then I'll hold on.
Oh, mine is the Jedi one. It is the Force. The Force push. You want mine? Here, take mine.
If you want that one, you hold on to that.
Yeah, here.
I'm not going to take your lightsabers.
You take that one. I don't usually use the secondary power for the.
Okay. All right, I will use this because this is the difference between victory and defeat in the end game. Is that
cool.
Force push?
Well, there you go.
Wonderful, much appreciated.
I'm glad to give it to somebody who uses it better.
So it was a scenario where it was kind of a twofold problem, and the outcome though was that it was a professor who was taking it out on a student, and that was not the first time I had experienced it, nor would it be the last, but it was the one where I started to put 2 and 2 together and started to realize, the education system is screwy, and it's very unethical. It's messed up horribly.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Ooh.
Ah, come on.
Bogey, yes, they're dancing in memory of our epicness, because obviously it wasn't theirs that that they're dancing to.
Yep.
But I do see a lot of places where you start to get this, where the education system targets people for a variety of reasons.
Yep.
And if I had it all to do over again, I wouldn't have gone to college, but I didn't. I went because I felt pressured. Culturally, people were saying you had to do it. I was like, I'm a little concerned this is not going to pan out. And instead, I got a whole bunch of debt, and I was unable to get into the industry early on. Thus, I missed out on the YouTube wave. Oh, but I'm doing it now. Yes, but I missed out on the opportunity where you actually could have made revenue doing it. So I missed out on advertising opportunities. I missed out on the early creatives of the independent film wave. I missed out on the chance to participate in the brand new film festivals that were starting to happen. Everything got messed up because I went to college. And I hold a bit of resentment against the whole system for having done so much to basically have their own pockets and to trick people, to force everyone to do that route, especially if it wasn't beneficial to them.
Here into the chest. Where is it? There it is.
Anonymous. Do.
Some stuff down here by the lake.
Now, what I will say I learned, though, in all of that thousands of dollars of classes, I learned to be world savvy. I'll just that's how I'll phrase it. I became familiar with the world that I've been sheltered from. Now, I missed out on a ton of stuff. I was
There, take this and top off.
Because I was overly sheltered, much appreciated. It did create a lot of problems, but it gave me the chance to navigate stuff a lot easier moving forward. Was it worth thousands of dollars? Not necessarily, but you know what? It wasn't terrible. It could have been thousands of dollars of pain that and failure that's ruined it. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Hulk! Man, I blasted the Hulk with an entire magazine, and he wouldn't go down.
Hulk just got smashed.
Oh, lightsaber.
Perfect. Okay, gotta drink this stuff fast. Glug, 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 glug. Water. I mean, orange juice. All right. Perfect. Got a blue lightsaber. Full health.
Oh, I got the purple one.
Ah, the force pull.
I didn't realize that other one was there.
Wonderful.
She wouldn't go down.
Sensational. Almost got it.
Almost there. Almost there.
That was still worth it. I got the juice.
Let's get the high ground.
No, I want the low ground. To push him into the storm. Yeah. Oh, that force ability
Nice.
is so good. Nicely done.
Yeah.
So college did allow me to escape some of the problems that kind of like what I mentioned with the Little Caesar stories. What if I had stayed at Little Caesars? I might have gotten in some serious trouble when they finally cracked down on the cracked pizza that they were selling. But it wasn't. I could have ended up in that situation. But you know what else? There were some folks that I was volunteering with just before I decided, okay, time to go to college. And they were, it was a kids ministry, and it was the one that ended up having kids being part of the drug trafficking. They got busted as I was in college. And if I had been there, that job that I had would have been quite the problem. So I escaped 2 areas in which drugs ended up destroying 2 places. But it also allowed me to escape the madness that would overtake Virginia, which I was living in at the time. The madness that would overtake Virginia and make it into the state that it is now. It gave me the chance to practice in the safety of not having to worry about about bad company. Yes, the people were not necessarily the best, but they weren't evil people. And I still got to deal with the struggles that I would have to encounter in the world, but in a way that I was able to still press on despite it. So I am grateful for that. But that is not the education that I went to go get. And so even though it was a worthwhile education, it's not one I would have paid for.
Oh, there's a good chest over here still. Usually that one goes fast. I'm surprised.
Well, it'd only be really good if there was a lightsaber in there, and there wasn't. Oh, that's Storm.
Storm, yes.
Get an extra run there. Perfect. Gotta keep moving. That storm is moving fast. Oh, there's someone up ahead. Anonymous.
Oh, damn, you got him before I could flip into him.
Rose sincerely.
Oh, damn, somebody's, watch out, watch out. That is definitely aim assist. Be careful.
Ooh, this is not good. There's a guy on top of your roof.
Yep. I gotta heal. He really nailed me hard.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah,
They're busy fighting each other. I'm gonna come in here and hide. Well, never mind. I'm coming out because the storm's going to get me before long. Get him, yeah. Force ability. Oof.
Nah.
Dang. Man, it's amazing how quick that things can go from quiet to 100.
Yeah, well, gotta report that person. That's a notorious skin that every time I encounter that skin, shoot. Done.
So I mentioned that there was another time that was going to come about that I would have to deal with the same problem that I had with that professor. See, this cycle happened many times, but there was 4 in particular that happened. That was the second one. The third one was a student who decided that they just didn't like me. Why? No idea. I wasn't taking anything from them. They were the favored student. There was only one thing I ever did that kind of changed, 2 things that I did. One, I was given the authority to make a short advertisement. And this person really, really wanted to do it. So they volunteered. And this person also really wanted to lead it. But was satisfied to just at least, be the expert, the senior student in charge. And wasn't a senior, he was actually a junior, but the junior at the time was the school's up-and-coming promising student of that was going to change the whole department. And I told folks, hey, we're going to work together on this project. We're going to accept all of the ideas. We're students. We are going to be willing to listen and add these parts together without causing too much of a fuss. And this student said, basically, well, we all know that those ideas are dumb. We should just go with my idea, and I'll write the script. I'll get all the organization, and that will be that. And I said, oh, just a second. We want to go around the entire room. And so we went around the room, and a lot of the people were like, I'm actually kind of a little, they were nervous. They were not sure how to respond. They're like, I don't know if my idea is good. Maybe if we had lightsabers in the video. It's like, well, lightsabers don't really fit with this, but we'll incorporate those. Oh, that's just stupid, said the student. Who's going to be able to do the lightsabers? Actually, I did practice quite a bit how to make computer graphics for lightsabers. I know how to do it. That's not a problem. I'll volunteer that part. What else? Oh, it should be a student who's struggling on how to actually do a project and thus they need extra help. Okay, we're going to add that part in, and actually that would help out with the lightsabers. We'll try and figure out a way how to get those to work together. And the main student was like, this is all just stupid. I hate it. We should go with my idea. But you know what? Fine, we'll go with it. Jeff's going to be doing all the hard stuff. That's not a problem. Well, then we came to the last student. And what does he say? We're like, well, we need some way for this video to end. And the student said, what if we had one of the schools...
Wait, one second. Do you have Obi's lightsaber?
Nope.
I got Obi-Wan's here. Take it.
Much appreciated.
Okay, go.
I'm on the light side now.
Story.
And so then the final part of the video needed some way for it to end, and the last student was the most nervous of all, and his voice was quivering, and he had never worked with a group project before, and he had no idea if he was making an idea that was going to come back and cause problems. And so he's like, well, what if we had somebody come out and say, now you're ready for a real challenge, and then a dragon swoops in and destroys the window right behind them. And the student who was the junior was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Who can even give like ear to this sort of stuff? These people are stupid. And I looked at them and said, all right, we're adding a dragon. The student got up, walked out of the meeting, and we never heard from them again. And so then we make the video, it airs, and everyone loves the fact that there's a dragon at the very end of it. They had no idea why they liked it, but they're students, and they found it wildly entertaining.
Oh.
You're in the storm. Suffer. Obi-Wan for the win. Much appreciated for that power.
Will you push them into the storm?
They're already in the storm. I just pushed them further out, and the storm's damage was so high, I just did them in. It's 20 damage right now.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
20 damage, so there's no chance.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. Holy cow.
But, so everyone loved the dragon. They were not so keen about the lightsabers. They didn't really like some of the other stuff, but they loved the dragon. And so the student who was nervous suddenly had a voice, and he started volunteering for more stuff, and he started saying what was on his mind more often. Now, it didn't mean that he was good at what he necessarily did, but he found a little bit of success, and it gave him the chance to come out of his shell.
Yeah.
Now, the other student hated that, and I didn't realize how much they internalized it. The following semester, there was a project that we were supposed to do, and I had just missed out on the opportunity because of the English class. See, this is all how it ties in together. Because of the English class, I had missed out on the opportunity to do the senior video production class, the one I had been dreaming of getting the chance to do. I was depressed. Because I felt like no matter what I had done, things were ending up in failure. And I was taking the class that was just before you could do the senior short film competition class. And we're learning all the basics. And I'm like, because of the stupid gen eds, I was unable to do what I had been planning to do for semesters at that point. And I didn't have the money to continue the education. I wasn't going to be able to come back for another year because I was already a super senior because I was such a bad student. Already super senior, no more money, no more chances. It was over. So I missed out on that class. Depressed, I sat in that class and heard the syllabus being read of what we were to expect for that coming semester. And it all was just dribble, and for the most part. There was some entertaining things, but I was like, I'm not going to get the chance to shine. I'm not going to get the chance to come away and say, here's my ticket into Hollywood. Other students were doing that. Other students were getting the opportunities that they had were being offered because of their projects. And I was going to miss out. So when it came around to our first project, I didn't know what to do. I sat in the in my dorm room trying to come up with a project, and I made it, and it was simple. It was dumb. It made no sense. And so then the next one came along. It was stupid. It was dumb. Other students wiped the floor with me in terms of creativity. And I began thinking maybe I'm in the wrong field. The third project comes along, and the professor says, well, this is going to be a little bit different. Rather than create your own project, I want you to try and recreate a scene from a movie. Do it as best as you can. Choose camera angles, whatnot, acting. Do whatever you want. There's no, it's not being graded in the same way, so you kind of have more flexibility with this one. The big stuff happens with the next project. And I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Well, there was one film that really stood out to me that I really wanted to try and do, to imitate. And it was going to be near impossible, but I wanted to try. And that was Tron.
Yeah.
So there I was, all prepared. Oh no.
Stop interrupting my story.
Oh, man.
I knew the Sith would try everything. They would come in and want to destroy my famous tales that everybody came here to listen to.
No, they didn't. But anyway, I wanted to make a scene from the movie Tron, which had come out just a short time ago. And I was like, well, I can't do anything too special, but I can do the scene of where Sam returns to, arrives and sees his father on the grid in that little bunker that he has. And so
you mean Tron Legacy?
Tron Legacy,
Tron Legacy,
yes.
then. Yes, okay.
And that was going to be the scene I wanted to try and imitate. And I got this in my head. I'd been planning it out for the last couple of days. And as I'm doing that, up comes one of the students who had never, who did nothing for his projects. He barely touched them, you could say. He was like, hey, I really like the last one that you did with all the special effects. I want to participate in whatever you got going on. I don't care what it is. I just want to be in on it. I have never seen a man with a young man with such determination to try and rise to the occasion. He stepped so far outside of his wheelhouse because I looked at him and said, well, brace yourself. I have something I really want to try and pull off. The professor, if we tell him, he's not going to allow it. And so I just want to see what happens. Are you in on that? He says, yep. I was like, okay, this is going to take extra time. We're talking like, we're going to be working on this thing probably 10 times minimum what everyone else is doing on. Okay, we're doing it. Like, who is this guy? Unfortunately, he didn't stay in the industry, and so I wasn't able to really do much with him after that. But I definitely would have. Like, if I had money after college, I would have teamed up with him, started a small production studio, and we would have made it work somehow. He was that inspiring of a guy to work with.
Well, if you got somebody who's goes to the chemistry that he has had, you showed him something that he was totally sold on. And when you have somebody like that, they will go to the ends of the earth
Thank you.
to make whatever your vision is come true. And that you always need that number two person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much of a visionary you are, you need that other person that is like 100% sold on your vision, or at least one. Usually, maybe 2 or 3 others will help.
Absolutely. So after that day, we went to the drawing board, and I made the plan, showed him. I showed him the plan, and we were going to be working on a green screen. Nobody at the college knew how to work on a green screen, and I'd been working on green screens for a couple of projects at that point, and so we went all out. By the way, it was not good compared to modern day standards, but for the time, for what we had, it turned out pretty darn good. It took so long to do. And each time I would show up and the professor would say, by the way, do you have the project to show us yet? And I looked at him and said, no, but when it is, I'll tell you. And we showed all of the student videos, and the professor looked over at me and said, is the video ready? Are you ready to present? And I looked at him, and I had the very poorly crafted video in my hands. It was on a thumb drive. I looked at him and shook my head, and it's like, it's not.
Guys, this guy's suspect. Be careful. Ghostface is sketchy.
Okay. I'm going to just run then.
I've never seen somebody take me down with a single swing of a lightsaber before.
Somebody's behind me.
It's probably him. It is him.
Get out of here.
Give it in.
That's why I like the Padawan lightsaber.
Nice.
You can fight these other people.
Get near you. Yeah. Oh, he's going for the chest. No, he's not. Oh, damn.
Oh boy. All right. Is there a way to get you up here?
No,
Nope.
the fans are all in the storm, and the storm is doing 20 now, so don't go, don't do it.
All right.
So
Up there.
it's 1 on 2. it's just push him in the storm. Push him in the storm. You don't know where you're at.
Whoa!
Oh, he does though. Yeah. And they were pincering you. The two of them were on opposite sides.
Blast.
Yeah, that's all right. At least it wasn't Ghostface that did you.
Yeah. So the professor he was an incredible professor, and he just looked at me and was like, he said, "You do realize this is going to cause you to get an F on this project, right?" I looked at him and said, "Yes, sir." "And you still want to stick with it?" "Yes, sir." "Huh. All right." And he asked me for an entire month. "Project done yet?" "Nope." "Okay." We came to the end of that month, and showed up and said, got the video for you." I gave him the thumb drive, and he went to go watch it after the class. And he said, "Well, we're not going to show it in class."
Oh.
And I was like, "Well, I guess I deserve that." I went to my partner in crime and told him, "Well, it's not. They're not going to show it." And later on, there was a student, that senior project that I really wanted to participate in, where it's like you get to make your own short film and whatnot. All the students were getting their praise at that point, and there we were. We didn't even get a chance to show the junior project that we were working on and that had spent so much time on at the class. And I was like, nobody knows the effort that we put into that. And yet everyone was like praising him for all this nonsense that they were doing. All of it was just pure violence and inappropriate stuff that was being put onto screen. It's like, this is disheartening. And then the professor took a moment and he said, by the way, folks, we have another video I want to show. And just so you know, this one really took me by surprise. And then he starts to play the one we had made. And he just let it go. And the students for the students' senior course that I had missed out on, that I wouldn't miss out on, was the place that video got to be shown.
Wow.
And I was like, and after the video played, he's like, this is dedication. And he gave it was the only one he gave a speech for. I was like, wow. Never would have expected that to be the case. And yet, there it was, a stupid project that no other student would have wanted to try and do, to try and imitate another film. And that gets the professor's attention. Now, it didn't get me any sort of career, not like the other students, because it was, imitating someone else's work. But it was enough to at least give that moment of, it mattered. It made a difference. It was successful. The experiment paid off. Every now and again, I'll pull out that video and watch it again just to kind of remember,
cool.
the impact that stuff can have.
Right.
So all that to say, because if you remember, I didn't start by telling about this film story necessarily. It was about something else. There was a student in the back who started to mock it after it was done, saying, that's so stupid and pointless. Look at how bad the green screen was. The effects were so ridiculous. They weren't completely refined. That 3D model, yeah, sure, it's good in some places. It wasn't good in others. It was that student who took such issue with us because of the dragon. And that following semester, that student was put in charge of all of the school's event media. And as a result, I was commissioned by the school's staff, event staff, to make the animation for the event. Huzzah.
Yes.
And so I got the animation done. I worked with another guy. It didn't turn out very good, but we still got it done. And we showed up, and I delivered the video, and it's not taken. And I can't figure out why. Because this student was in charge. And this student had made certain that the video would not be received. And how do I know this? Because I was wondering why they wouldn't respond to my email. With the people I was supposed to email, which I didn't know this person was on there. I said, here's the video, and they said, thanks, we can't use this. Have a nice day. What the heck? We spent a lot of time on that. I mean, sure, it's not great, but I mean, we kind of run out of time. This is a student event. This isn't like some big stadium. Well, so I get a little offended by that. Like, we put time and effort into this. So I pick up my stuff, a hard drive with the video because it was a long animation, and I walk it on over to the event because the event is in the process of doing its last bit of preparation, and I had seen people go in and out. That building was locked. and I started going around the outside, jiggling doors to try and find if any of them were unlocked. I finally found one unlocked. It was in the very, 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 very back that the music students would use for late night practicing. And I walk on in, and I come across more locked doors because they were like, this is a big event. We're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars for this big concert-like event. And by the way, it's all run by students, no outside people. That's one of the reasons why it was so big, why it's such a big to do. And I finally get into the auditorium, and they are actually having a meeting. And what is the subject but the animation that I had made? Me and this other guy had made. Not the same guy from earlier. This is another guy. And so they were talking about it and saying, what are we going to do about this opening? We have an animation. Why are you telling us that we can't use it? And the student is saying, well, it broke all the rules of being like in the perfect format for what we were doing. It, by the way, it also just looks bad. We're going to go with one that I made. And then as this person is talking, the professor who was supposed to help out with them, this is another professor entirely. He was a good guy, but he was a bit of a weak man. His eyes get wide, and he points at the student, and he points back towards me. And the student freezes. And I walk down and say, I understand you're having problems receiving the file. Here's the file on the hard drive. And if you have problems with the hard drive, like before, here's a thumb drive. And I gave them the thumb drive too. And they said, oh, well, thank you. Have a nice day. We're still getting preparation. And so I left at that point and waited to see what would happen. And they did not use the animation. Instead, they used a stock media file for Adobe After Effects, and they just filled in the text with text from the event. No effort was put into it. All they did was press render. And me and the other guy, because the other guy didn't know what had gone down. I didn't tell him that because I didn't want him to get all bent out of shape about it. And I wanted him to just because I didn't know what would happen. Well, they went with that, and he got all upset because he dedicated a lot of time to it. And here we were being screwed over by the student who couldn't stand me. And at that point, I fully understood what it was that was going on. And I had to work with that student one more time, and it did not go well. Oof.
Taken out by a nerd.
But anyway, that was the end of my story. It was you don't really get that sort of stuff for free, and I had to pay tuition for that lesson.
Yep.
It's kind of weird. You wonder what that stuff means at the time. And when it turns out where it's like, this feels like you're living a story that is unfolding, and it unfolds just perfectly for that sort of stuff to kind of be a complete narrative. It's like, okay, sure. Life unfolds. Something interesting happens. There's a twist. What was it all for? I didn't end up in the industry. I didn't graduate with any honors. I was almost thrown out of the school because they couldn't stand how bad of a student I was for everything except media. And the media department, they knew the other side of the story. No one else did. And so here were people that were going up on the stage with all their ribbons, all their awards, and me just sitting in the audience feeling like a failure because everything I'd done had been for naught. I couldn't get in the industry after I graduated, and I basically was stuck in like this limbo phase for 2 years, and finally got into doing television advertising, and that was my big break. But it never panned out for all the other stuff. But here's the thing. I don't think it was meant for me to have a career opportunity. I think it was character building. Because character building does not happen just because you get told a story. It happens because you lived it and because you had to deal with the challenges that came along with it. And I think that was probably what the lesson was, but it took a while to finally come to terms with that sort of stuff because you see the student who caused the problems succeeding, making a small fortune in a very short amount of time, owning their own business. And they're able to do that because the school supported them, because they were the special blessed child of their education system. And then there was the runts, the one that learned that education is prejudice and can cause people immense frustration and get them failed just because of who you are and that sort of stuff. And that student definitely didn't have to deal with that, but I did. And but at the same time, I came away with the life lesson, and they did not.
Yep. I don't know. Sometimes people like that jerk. They'll go through life with people opening doors for them, so they'll never learn. They'll never learn. Oh, Jedi Padawan lightsaber.
Oh, perfect. Well, there is one last part of that story, and that is didn't want to target you. Wonderful. So after a couple of years, I found out that person's business ended up falling to pieces. But it wasn't as it didn't give me comfort when it happened because they still got their money. They still found success. And they still got to do their ridicule. And when they quit, it was like, oh, well, you know what? Moving on to bigger and better things. Well, they didn't. But you don't get the bragging rights. And that was kind of what I learned post-college, is that even if you get proven out, doesn't mean that you're going to feel that vindication.
Keep getting shot at, but from where?
Like a tree.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh, there they are. Yep, I see him. Oh, one shot? No way. Get out of my face. Yeah, same person that one shot me. I know it was a mythic shotgun. But
Yeah, so that thing is powerful. I'm not really sure though if it has that much power. So yeah, I think there's something a little peculiar.
It's almost 5 here, so I might be able to get one more in there.
Yeah, I think that might be best because I have to do a bit of work tomorrow. So the school reached out to me a couple of years ago, and said, "Hey, we know that you had such a very successful time at college, and we want you to consider helping out the other students to get the opportunities that you had." Well, that person got their ear chewed off. I have not heard from them since.
Yeah, buddy, did you call the wrong person?
Yep. Well, now that you're back from your travels, do you have anything you're going to be doing? Any sort of anything other than your routine, or are you just going to try and go back to that?
Let's probably go back to that. I mean, I've got something to take care of here. You know, like I said, I did some work, so got a little bit of excess capital, so it's got to be spent on a few things. I've got to arrange to have some things done. So, but that's you know, that's in a life. In this world where we're dealing with right now, I'll just probably hopefully I'll have opportunity to hook up with Dad Man, if you know, a little bit here and there. You as well, you know, if I see you on at night. More than I've been in the last like couple weeks.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a Sith lightsaber.
I got a Padawan right off the start.
An Obi-Wan
nice.
saber. They're
Very
in
good,
trouble
very
now.
Oh, they're dead. They're dead.
Yeah. Not until Endgame, of course, because this thing's weak until then. Anonymous.
I'll tell you, I can remember playing playing Blitz when they first updated it, and we got this new map with all the Star Wars stuff. And I'm like, oh, lightsaber! I'm telling you, I won the first game I played. I played it within like hours of them updating it, and I won the first match. I got like eight or nine, maybe even 10 eliminations. It was a whole bunch. I just went wild with the lightsaber.
Yep, it's a fun item.
Of course, then everybody learned, you know, go off somebody who's got the lightsaber, you know, do that fight, shooting back up. And I lost like the next 4 in a row. Badly.
Have a barrel. A barrel
Yes.
of fun. Hey, greetings there, Aaron.
Barrel.
How are you doing, sir?
Alright. Got 2 gold weapons, a blaster, and some shotguns, and a lightsaber. Some healing. Oh, I've got actually everything I like. Doesn't mean I'm gonna win. I just have everything I like.
Indeed. Doing good,
And I got
thanks.
the
How
Padawan.
are you? Things are going fine. We just finished having a trip down memory lane with old college days, and kind of a bittersweet set of memories. Mostly bitter, but some sweet. Gonna be doing some. Gotta get up early for some projects tomorrow, and it's not really sure about. I think I might be able to get some of it done before I hit the sack tonight, but we're going to be offline until Thursday, and then we'll be back doing animation. It's going to be animation until that project gets finished, and once I hit the render button, then we go on to back to some Fortnite, and then we go on to the next project. I'm going to start ping-ponging with that sort of stuff. Oh, I got extra push there.
Oh! I was trying to push the one guy because he literally one shot. Again, be careful because I lost all my health. I mean, all my shields and most of my health. He in one shot. That's why I tried to push him. I didn't mean to push you with him.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh, he can dance to some weird sounding music, isn't he? So special. And he's got neon.
Well-
He must be a child.
And every time somebody dances like that, no, it's coming from the fact that they were cheating.
Yep. Look what he needs to equal a fraction of our power, or however that quote goes. Good night, Bastion. Thanks for coming by. Rest well, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you playing much longer? I know I'm a fiend for Fortnite. I can go on a little bit longer. Going to be wrapping up before long. I need to hit the sack before probably in about 30 minutes or 45, but I can do something for a while. So if you want to hop on, you are perfectly welcome. Speak of the man himself.
There you go. Oh, can you hear us, or is he on Discord?
Good question. Right now we're on the in-game chat there. So just so you know.
Hello.
There we go.
There he is. Okay,
Wonderful.
yes, we hear you now.
Awesome. What are you playing? Royale? or
Right now we're
Raw?
doing some Blitz Royale because taking advantage of the lightsabers and not really getting a ton of success compared to what I would like it to be, but hey, you know, at least I get a chance to do the fun force push of getting them into the storm again. But anyway, it is a. Yeah, I've been enjoying this game mode a little bit. It's not something I'm like gun ho about because it kind of interrupts the storytelling a little bit more so than others. Wes, what's your schedule like for right now?
Again, like I said, I probably, me and Dad may will probably do something during the week at some point.
I meant for
if
this evening
not-
or this morning.
Oh, this evening. Oh, this morning. Oh, well, this morning. Well, I'm gonna probably turn in for a few hours, get up, have some breakfast, and then make those calls that I gotta do to set up some of the things that I need to take care of, and that's about it.
All right. Well, whenever you have to bounce, feel free. Don't feel pressured one way or the other.
Yeah, probably. It's better for me to. Oh, wow! It's asking me if I'm. Really? It was gonna bounce me out just because I was slightly slow. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce anyway because, like I said, about this time the house starts to wake up, and I don't need to be in the way while people are trying to get off to work.
Alrighty.
So, but it's better anyway because you can't play trios in Blitz. So.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming by, and we will see you next time.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Have a good, happy hunting, fellas. And I will
Indeed.
see you on the next time.
Have a great morning there, West.
Later.
Yes. All right, later on.
Alrighty.
And there was two.
Indeed. What has the week been like for you so far, Aaron?
Not too bad actually. Thanks. I was a little bit sick over the weekend, so had a little rest time. But I've mostly just been, grinding Fortnite, collecting those sprites, leveling them up. It's been my life lately. But it's been good, been chilled. We have another heat wave coming soon, so it's going to be around 35 degrees.
Yeah. it's,
How's your weekend been?
well, hopefully stay nice and hydrated during that time frame because you can deal with
I was trying.
a lot of heat if you have enough water.
Oh yeah, I'm hydrating a lot.
things are going decent over here. Summers are a little bit slower in terms of productivity, mostly because so much of Alaska's outdoor activities are, relegated to just the summer. And so you kind of got to get as much as you can done before much time passes. And then fall hits, and then everyone starts to lose their mind with trying to get caught up on work and whatnot.
Yeah. Would you say Alaska's like a seasonal town then, or would you just say it just naturally goes quiet? Like, there's not really whereas a seasonal town would be like peak and booming in the summer.
There is a lot of seasonalness to it. We have a lot of people that travel up here for the summer. A lot of people that visit, a lot of people that also do activities that are seasonal too. But there's always something happening up here. It never gets sleepy. And so, for example, you can have everyone all prepared for a very busy summer of fishing, boating, whatnot, and then you get all that done, and then somebody realizes, oh, dang, we got to start getting prepared for all the fall events that are going to be taking place in preparation for work and whatnot. And so fall tends to be pretty busy around here for work-related items. And then winter comes along and they're like, quick, we got to get everything prepared for either the holidays or to go skiing and things like that. So it's always something like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I suppose that's nice though. There's always something going on. Ooh.
Hey, wonderful. Oh, a better lightsaber. Yes.
Oh, is it all the Star Wars guns as well? Like the shooters?
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, I forgot about those crazy things where you can throw the rocks at people.
Yep, all those rocks of doom.
Yeah, I hope we get gravity hammers one day. Like the olden
yes,
days.
indeed.
Ooh.
All right, let's destroy that little shack. Nobody was in there. I destroyed it for no reason.
At least it was satisfying.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, I want to swap that item out. Oh, there he is.
There they are.
Time to get pummeled with some rocks. Yeah, well, that was a good start.
Yeah.
But so with the seasonal stuff, one of the challenges though is that it's kind of hard to start preparing beforehand. So some things you can prepare, but a lot of things you kind of just have to rush to get caught up on, and that becomes a little bit of a problem depending on what you're trying to get accomplished. So for example, let's say that you are trying to get ready for your summer of fishing, and you are getting your boat ready, and you go outside to start getting your gear together, and you realize your boat is still covered in about 2 feet of snow. you now have to wait for the season to actually cooperate with you. And that is part of the problem. The seasons will do what they want, and we are not going to be able to really make that change. Up in Barrow right now, they had an entire year of being iced in, and it's still icy. They cannot get their boats in the water. So they are having to learn how to deal with that right now. They have to haul their boats further out onto the ice in order to find open water. That's something that doesn't always happen, but it is happening for them right now.
Yeah, so having to plan your life around the seasons, I suppose, makes for a way of living, I guess.
Yep, indeed. You have any interesting projects that you've been working on?
Nothing out of the ordinary, really. Just, same old, same old. I still work in social media, doing things for different companies. So, yeah, pretty much same kind of stuff.
Now with that,
It comes and goes in waves, Like
yeah.
some days it'll be impossibly busy, and then some days it'll be quiet, and it's very unpredictable.
When you're working with that sort of stuff, where do you turn for inspiration?
I spend quite a lot of time online, just for reading about the trends and just learning about the trends. Also consuming quite a bit of content as well to stay relevant. But try and keep my eye on other brands that do well as well, and sort of the content that's happening. But I'll be honest, things, the way these kids talk today, I found that, because one part of my job is to set up the blacklist and stuff in words, filters and stuff, and the language that kids use these days to try and bypass things and try and speak in codes, it's crazy. I've never felt so old in my life. They're talking in numerical, they're saying I'm the founder of 426 or something, and it's what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, some crazy stuff like that.
I've been noticing they've been taking things to a whole new level in terms of creating their own codes. And I remember there were references when I was growing up or in college. It pales in comparison to what they're doing now, which is actually quite something that they can keep track of all of it. It's kind of a skill set. If they could just channel that into something a bit more meaningful, they could actually really excel at something.
Yeah, I guess we used to have shorthand, and we still do a little bit, BRB and G2G and LLL, things like that. It's shorthand, which I suppose in a way is similar to the way of speaking. But yeah, don't get me started on the platform moderation, because it is the worst. On all platforms, the moderation is terrible.
I've been noticing a lot of problems with that sort of stuff.
Oh, it's Ninja.
Take that, Ninja. Nobody likes you around here.
Actually, some people do, but not right now.
I love that emote you have.
I know this is about the most fitting emote for me and my kin that I could think of.
It's so good.
And
it fits so well.
I have a bit of a hillbilly side of the family that I come from, and so American Wild West and country lumberjack sort of stuff is actually quite tried and true to the family. So some people, it's just like a style choice. For me, I'm like, oh, this actually harkens to a bit of me that that I've grown up with, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, with moderation, that stuff would drive me crazy. In fact, I know for a fact that it would drive me crazy because I had to do a little bit of it before, and I have worked with people that do social media, and I'm starting to see the ins and outs of how that stuff works. And man, it's become a very intricate, hard to understand beast. Oh, we have anime night.
You know that the sad thing is, I think companies care about metrics more than safety as well. So they'll, they will let things slide just in the favor of keeping their metrics up. Because banning a player is one less player in their system.
That is very true. Greetings, anime night. How are you doing?
Hello, anime.
Hello, Oscar Jeff. Hello, Aaron. I'm
I
doing
remember
good.
you, and you carried us very well on the Sprite grind.
Yeah, I saved all those eliminations in that 5 wipes. So,
I changed the game mode since we have 3 here, so that way it makes it a little bit easier for
Sprite.
this to happen here. Go over here and choose my horrible peanut fella before start this.
Jeff,
Oh.
do you need 0 point Sprite? Galaxy 0 point.
Galaxy 0 points.
It's one of the rarest ones in the game.
Probably then,
I just got it
because
yesterday.
I do. Oh, you do have it. Yeah, no, I don't have
Yet.
a whole lot. I'm still missing it. So many of these. So that'd be much appreciated if you could
Of course.
share that.
And if you need anime, I'm sure one of us can bring it in again for you.
Absolutely.
appreciated.
So one of the things that I noticed, though, Aaron, with that, with some of the moderation. So when I was working with YouTubers a couple of years ago, we were having problems with Discord moderation, and they had the banned word list that was starting to grow because you start to realize you can say as much as you want that, oh, well, we don't want to limit what people say until you start dealing with the fallout. Then it's like, oh my goodness, I had no idea how cruel people could be. And then you start having to try and clean up the damage. It's like, okay, we're making a list, and we're going to have our mods get even tougher on that sort of stuff. And we did encounter that. And thankfully, I didn't have to work with that a whole lot, but it did start to get worse as time went on. And when I started my own Discord, I was like, well, I'm noticing that this is a routine problem in some circles, and so I started implementing it right away, and it was necessary for the first month, and then people realized that I was super boring for a lot of the people that were like high adrenaline, and so then we didn't have to worry about the problems after that. All the people that wanted to cause problems are like, this isn't entertaining enough, we're out. It's like, no, it pays to be boring.
You're not boring, you're just chilled.
No, that's the thing. They want people to scream, to be like, oh, wow, I just got that 12 eliminations in a row. That sort of stuff. And that was one of the things that the YouTubers mentioned about. They would see those metrics and they knew, like, hey, we have to up our adrenaline. So some of them would take energy drinks to help up their energy level for the stream, or they would start trash talking each other to try and up the drama. Because the moment that dips, they lost everything.
That still happens on TikTok today. Like they do like battles, and it's like insult or like fake drama, and it's just like they're doing it for views, and that stuff does so well. It's stupid. Like it's so dumb.
Well, what's more, people don't realize the damage that stuff causes to them as well. Oh, I think.
Right?
Yeah, it's terrible. Like,
All right, let's get this guy
it's
out
just,
of
yeah, I just don't get how people can love the fake drama. Oh, somebody's hit.
I kind of wonder
Yeah.
if you have fake drama all the time, what if what you're doing is you're numbing yourself to reality? And then when reality hits, people don't realize like how to properly behave. Like I've seen some of that happen where people just start. One of the worst moments I had in my streaming time was when everything with the YouTubers fell apart because there was a guy who caused drama. He had spent all his time kind of on this adrenaline search for all these different games or messing with streamers or whatnot, and I became his target. And he ended up causing immense difficulties, and it ended up leading to me quitting / getting fired from that group, and made things incredibly difficult to try and carry on any of the relationships that I had with the people that were there. And I asked him afterwards, like, what was his point behind all this? And he just had a stupid smile. And it's like, it was fun. He had no remorse about what he had done. And he then proceeded, because after he had finished doing his damage to me, he decided to turn on one of his friends and tore him to shreds. And at that point, everybody knew what he was doing. And he lost all his friends. And I went back and I looked at some of the stuff he had been playing, because he did do some streaming to try and imitate the YouTubers that he was watching. And he would play torture games. And I didn't know that was what he was so focused on. And then suddenly it all started to make sense. The world's a game to him. And everybody was pieces in that game that he could exploit or play with and have no grief.
Narcissistic craziness.
Yep. And so when you see rules that exist on Discords or social media, you can thank people like that for having created that nonsense. Up until then, I didn't want to have any regulation. I was like, nope, that's how you get people to cause problems and everything will get terrible. We shouldn't have that. And then I realized, but then you get people like this that exploit that because we live in a fallen world and you don't know how people will behave.
That's sort of how I've had to try and approach it as well at like a large scale. So you have to I guess the approach is like educate and then mute and then ban. So we always try to have an educational step where possible. So there'll be certain phrases that we don't allow, like political discussions, for example. And people might be like, oh, that's so unfair, I want freedom of speech. But it's like, well, there's a time and a place, like in this specific page or this specific, server isn't really the place to have that discussion. But, and we try and be a bit very, very impartial, with the moderation actions as well. It's the same for religion. Like, there's just no religious discussions at all, regardless of any religion, because that way you've just got to be completely flat and completely neutral, and just remove everything from it. So it's, again, like, rather just keep it on topic. It's a bit different when it's a Twitch community, because obviously you have so many individuals of different walks of lives and everything. So it's a bit different. Whereas if you're doing like a brand's page, it's a bit more expected to be there. Yeah.
I think a lot of brands have experienced some really bad experience. Is that the team from earlier?
I don't know.
No, that. Wait a minute, that team was destroyed. What the heck is that?
It's a gummy dream. What have you got?
I got a gummy fire.
Oh,
Here we are playing with our gummies, and we need to get animated up. Quick, go put it in the capsule.
Yes, I'll bring them. I'll bring them all in. We'll work out what we need. I just grabbed everything.
Right.
All right, there we go.
Get Peanut out of here. Phew, that was close. Nicely done, folks.
Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, it was a gummy dream that I got. So if you need that, I'll bring it in as well.
I don't remember. We'll find out in the lobby.
Okay. Oh, do you want this gold shotgun?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
I remember, well, as I've said many times, and as you all know at this point, I talk about anything and everything. Nothing is really off the table, and that's part of the reason why I think it made people so frustrated when they're like they wanted drama and they realized that, well, everything's on the table. So rather than get upset about the subject, they would hear a life lesson at a lecture. They're like, move on, we want the drama. And
yeah, people try and rage bait, but they can't.
Yeah, but I realized that some people, while that works for someone like me, when you have a business, a lot of times you also get competitors that sometimes will try and bait you into stuff.
Ah!
Oh shoot, I don't see them. Let me raise you.
Oof.
Thank you. Ow. There.
Oh no!
Here they come today.
Oh, it's another team.
That
Shoot.
banana man's on his way.
Ah.
No. Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, maybe I should have committed.
that was a tough one to know what to do. Nicely done. Well done.
Oh.
Oh my god, never ending.
Oh,
damn.
wow.
Okay. That was a bit crazy, wasn't it?
That it was.
Sorry, I didn't know if to res you, if to just sit there like a sardine. I don't know.
That's tough.
You're okay. It happened. It happens.
It's kind of hard when if you don't plan for that sort of stuff, you just kind of got to accept whatever kind of unfolds is fine. If we were like a pro team, what would end up happening is we would create scenarios like that and say, okay, now default to plan A, default to plan, C, D, whatnot. And everything would be coded so very quickly you could communicate and everybody could start acting. One of the most impressive gameplays that I saw was a bunch of military guys playing Call of Duty, and they had never played before, but they very quickly eliminated this like really pro team because they understood how to communicate on a very sophisticated level, and so thus, they just wiped the floor with all these pros. All right, turns out I do have a dream gummy, so
Okay, nice.
there was no need for that one. I have a...
Oh, you're gonna bring 0 Point Galaxy for anime.
Oh, yes, I can bring that. Give you
Do you
the...
need anime?
Anime.
Yes.
Do you need the 0 Point Galaxy?
Sure. Why not? It's something I can level up for a while. It's
And-
already.
All right, I will hand it on over to you.
Alrighty.
But so I remember hearing about how companies would sabotage one another, and they would find like fans, and they would kind of encourage them to go and cause problems. And then the fans would say, see, now this is why the other people are better. And that's where you start to realize, oh, this is why some of the rules are important. Because like me, as people know, I do have deeply religious views. I also have very strong political views, but I try and do it in as graceful of a way as possible. So that way it becomes something where people can talk about it and go over the pros and cons of some of those points. It becomes easy to do without things ending up in a fight. But a lot of people don't have that restriction and that ability to resist that temptation to turn it into a fight. And so a company, a lot harder to try and pull that off.
Yeah. The thing I do like, though, a little bit of banter between companies is nice. So, you know, when Sony announced digital only for their PlayStation 6, well, some like Pizza Hut and things, they did like social media posts saying like, oh, you know, we're happy to announce that we're going to be doing digital only pizzas where you can download a picture of the pizza instead, just to mock that they're crazy, you know, because the fans hated it. So I like that kind of stuff where it's like a little bit of banter between companies. It's quite funny.
See, now that's clever. But like if someone came in and said, oh, we understand that PlayStation was backing this person that has scandals around them, and then that becomes a problem because then it's company against company using slander or something that's going to make people upset. Now, sometimes you need that stuff to come out, but if it's a company, you got to be careful because it can get out of hand fast. Well, all that to say, I don't envy that position, so. I got that 0 point. I'm going to bring it on over to you.
Hang on 1 second. I got someone right in front of me.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Lobby top.
And you got some more people right next to you.
Oh, that was a headshot. Oh!
Well done.
Yep, step right up. Step right up. Step right up.
Good job.
Step right up. I keep a musket for home self-defense at the behest of General Grievous. 4 players walk into my room. What the devil? So I put on my powder wig and load up the rifle. I fire the first shot I miss. It's a golf ball round. Might as well resort to the cannon. Tally ho, laddies! All the shrapnel noises made the car alarms go off. Happy 4th of July!
Oh yes.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything nice for the 4th of July?
We find the nearest Brit and then make jokes about tea.
Oh yeah, sounds right. That's why my ears were burning all weekend on that. So many Americans are talking about me.
And then we like to also then jest in British accents. Oh wait, no.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyway, the
Stuff like bottle of water and all that.
yeah, exactly. And then we'll crank it up to 11 to the point where you can't understand a word. No, there's
It's just vowels at that point.
yeah, we had it wasn't much that really happened up here in Alaska, at least for the 4th. It was a bit more of a spectacle down south. A lot of big events took place, but nothing up here other than just kind of a standard run-of-the-mill families gathering and maybe go to an event. Oh, speaking of which, we went to a parade. It was supposed to be a July 4th of July parade, and no kidding, over half of the floats were political votes, for vote for this candidate. And we're like, where's the floats that are just like artistic and entertaining? It was so dumb because
give me a float that has Tom and Jerry beating the crap out of each other. Give me that.
If capitalism can get involved, they will.
Yep. It's one of the reasons why I think a lot of people get turned off to politics from stuff like that. It's like, was it really necessary to beat people over the brow with that stuff? No. But it won't stop them from wanting to, somehow think that there's, just because they had a float with their name on it, people will somehow decide that, this is a good time to vote for Joe Schmo. I'm inspired by him. I saw a float.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. And by the way, it was like that bad. the types of floats were horrendous. There were some that like, there's some politicians I'm like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely going to vote for that person. And so I'm not necessarily, upset to see them doing a float, but it's that the creativity disappears when all of it is one giant ad. I want to see the creativity. Even when it's like local businesses, they'll at least do something creative. Like there was one a couple of years ago. It was a local business. Oh, I don't remember what they did. But they had their business resembled a rock band in terms of its name. So they chose the song from one of these old-fashioned rock bands and then just leaned into it, went all out 80s gaudiness. And everybody remembered the business, but they didn't. But unfortunately, they didn't last very long, so they're no longer there, which is one of the reasons why I can't remember who they are. But it was hilarious, and it was memorable. But then there was another one where it's like, oh, come get Terry's fertilizer. Okay, Terry, why did you want to bring a float? Well, why did you bring your truck with your logo on the side? Why couldn't you have done something a little bit more interesting?
It reminds me of that Snickers commercial where the one dude eats a Snickers and he gets into all these weird situations where he's helping his buddy move. Buddy drops a couch on his foot. He screams. A record producer comes by, signs him to a boy band, and they make a #1 single called "I Want to Be Your Resident." And then the fans misinterpret the lyrics, and that dude is suddenly president of the United States. This is a Snickers commercial. That is how you make it funny. Make it funny and outrageous.
If there's one thing people can't stand, it's being advertised to. And if you can make a person laugh
and the funny thing is,
then that's what you should be doing.
And the crazy thing was, it wasn't even political. It was a Snickers commercial. It was so hilariously done. I'm like, see, this is how we should do things. Make it fun. Make it interesting.
Exactly. One of the things that I'm surprised was not there was none of the Iditarod dog sled teams. Now, during the summer, they will have rides that they give to people where they hook the dogs up to sleds that have wheels on them. So they're basically like carts. kind of like a horse and buggy, but instead you have a bunch of sled dogs. And the dogs love this stuff. They get so excited to participate. And one of the problems that they have is the dogs get so excited during the race day, like during the winter, that they lose control. And so they have to practice with the dogs during the summer. And one of the things they have to practice is how for them to behave properly when they're in around a crowd. And so sometimes they'll get overly excited, jumping up and down, and then one of them gets loose and they'll start running down the pathway without a second thought. But if you brought them for that, you could have had a very interesting float idea of where it's a traditional Alaskan mode of transportation. And by the way, yes, they still have people going by dog sled in some parts of Alaska.
Another hilarious commercial I can think of is the late '90s Bud Light commercial, the Bud Light Ice, and it's that penguin, and he goes doobie doobie doo. Like all these wacky scenarios with that penguin alone. I was laughing so hard, and then he was like in this like he was in this radio speaker thing, the big ones, those obnoxious looking ones. And he's like, "Yep, come on." Oh, hold on, I'll hold my thought. Oh yeah, let's begin, baby. Where is he? Where's the other one? That's it.
He was all
That's it.
alone.
Anyway, he was like, "Yeah, the person behind the Bud Light Ice thing, the penguin has been caught. Yeah, that's it. Pull out the Bud Light. Yeah," just like that. And the guy realizes that his radio was not plugged in, and the penguin goes doobie doobie doo, and then the stereo speakers fall over, and it shows the penguin, and everyone's screaming and running out of the house. I miss the absurdity of commercials, where it's funny.
A lot of them could still be funny, but unfortunately, there's two things. One, a lot of humor no longer connects with people like it used to, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Of course, one is the change in political values or religious or social values that have happened, and that has been seen primarily through political correctness. But there's something else that's going on. If I came up to you and told you a knock-knock joke, there is a cultural understanding of, oh yeah, I know a knock-knock joke. I get the general idea. And you can be able to have good humor. Now, if you are from another country, another culture, you're not really going to understand that. You may understand, like, oh yeah, there's something the Americans do. Yeah, they're knock
Sorry,
knock.
I'm back. I think you cut off. Sorry, what did you say?
Which part did I cut off at?
I missed pretty much the last minute.
Last minute, okay. So let's back up a little bit. That's fine.
Sorry.
So culturally, things have started to change. Not only do you have to worry about dealing with political correctness, something else you have to worry about is that there is now a cultural shift that has happened. Just because you have, for example, just because you can say like a knock-knock joke, for example, it doesn't mean that other people will understand. If I was Chinese, I might not understand why you're telling jokes about doors. Same thing for how Japanese will say jokes that sometimes when they translate an anime doesn't translate very well because of that problem. And so it becomes quite the conundrum for them. It becomes a conundrum for any culture. So if you're an advertiser, you want something that speaks universally. So you want to avoid having jokes and sometimes entertainment because people get. I'm still down up here, by the way, and dying fast.
Shoot. Sorry about that.
Good catch there.
Whoa. Whoa,
I'm really
whoa.
dying fast now.
Crap.
Run,
But,
run,
yeah,
run,
we
run, run.
can't-
Get
yeah,
out of here. Get out of here. You're going to die.
Ah,
Oh no.
darn it. Hold on, wait.
There's
Hold
12
on.
people left.
I got it.
to get out.
Ah, no. Ah, no.
So anyway, you have to worry about the cultural aspects of it. Well, you also have to worry about maybe a little bit of the danger of saying something that is going to come back to haunt you. Something that is fine to say now, but in a while could come back and make your life a lawsuit. An example is an advertisement that came out a couple of years ago, and if I remember the story right, because it has been a while, and I don't remember if this is the one that had the issues. Oh, get the yellow boots and get out of there.
Sir.
Well, the wrong boots, but the other one would have been permanent speed for you.
Oh shoot.
Yep. Then you could be, going rocket legs all over the place. So there was a commercial that came out in which it was a Doritos commercial. Now, Doritos has many times been edgy, but this one really did not age well. And as I understood, it got them in trouble. And if it didn't, then I'm misremembering which one caused the problems. Oh no. Oof.
Oh no. At least you're back.
Good try. Oh. Elimination upon landing. Oof.
I almost got him.
Oh no. Sniper from the distance.
Yeah.
6 players left, it looks like.
It all comes down to the anime night. What will happen with this character? His adventure was just beginning. Wouldn't his adventure end here on the island with his corpse rotting in the soil of this forgotten piece of the world? No, he would make a stand for it. Him and his robotic arms and his little dog, too. The fight was not over. The horrible witch was chasing him. Another witch showed up.
Ah, damn it.
Oof. So the Doritos commercial ended up having a sexual joke that took place, and it was very visual, very suggestive, and this was just before the Me Too movement began. So you can imagine suddenly Doritos having a panic attack. They just put this commercial out, And suddenly they start seeing lawsuits across the country, and then they start to pull it. Now, I got to see it in during a discussion that was taking place where they were mentioning about how, commercials can have this backfire potential. And while I am not necessarily someone who is, as I mentioned in the earlier part of the stream, I'm never going to be a supporter of what happened during that to the Me Too movement fallout of how it went after all these guys, because I was on the receiving end of the anger that manifested during that time frame. But I can definitely respect the fact that it was a culturally sensitive moment in which they now had an advertisement that would have been funny back in the 90s, but now things had changed and people became either aware or paranoid about changes that were happening, and they suddenly could not overlook that anymore. That's why that sort of stuff really can ruin a lot of the humor that you would have in a show. And so a company looks at that and they say, oh, well, we can't say anything, rather than say, oh, well, there's all these other creative and funny things we can do. They kind of just default to, well, we can't say anything because this one commercial ruined humor. So then they just go with, let's be as plain as possible. Well, there's one last factor, and that is the company wants the message and they don't give a dang about entertaining people. That's the real problem. So many places, they just want people to remember to buy their product. Did any of you listen to Adventures in Odyssey?
Don't think so, no.
It was
What is it?
It was a radio show. It was made by Focus on the Family. It was hilarious. It was a one of the most pivotal and consequential radio shows ever to be made. It has spanned decades at this point. One of the most listened to radio shows of all time. But there is an episode in there in which the characters are having to deal with an advertisement that's taking place. And one of them wants to advertise his store for electronics. And in order to advertise, he hires the local actor, a local actor and stage production expert. And so he puts together this play, and he's like, well, obviously, you need to have yourself a fantastic play that is made with all the lights and colors in order to make sure that everyone can see the artistic potential of your business. And the other character comes back and, well, I don't really know if I want to have everything just like that. But how will they know that my business is a place they should go and buy stuff from if it's all just artistic? Oh, don't worry, sir. They will be so enamored with the beauty of the story and the stunning, spectacular presentation before them. They'll just want to come to your business. And what ends up happening is it is an artistic presentation that happens that doesn't actually have a whole lot to do with the product they're trying to sell, which is the business. And the businessman gets a bit irritated at this. So every time that he had an opportunity, he would then stumble onto the stage and say, don't forget to go and buy from our latest line of products for this and that, and just interrupting the show constantly. It became a funny episode, but it told a very important lesson, which is a lot of companies want the message first and foremost, and they don't give a dang about the art. And I didn't realize that until I was working at the TV station. And I made a very artistic, beautiful advertisement. It was one of my best that I'd ever done. And I spent so much time refining this thing. And it finally finished, and I rendered it, and I was like so happy with it. And the person who it was made for was a restaurant. And they looked at it and said, well, we just interviewed people, and there was 20 people that we interviewed, and one of them said that they hated it, so we want to redo the entire commercial. And what's more, we don't want to see any of that artistic stuff. We want to see only the product. Don't say anything else. You're ruining the message. So there I was, suddenly forced to recreate the commercial with no artistic license. And it was awful. And it felt very bland and pointless. And the business went out of business within about 6 months. It's very kind of fitting in that sense.
Yeah, it's frustrating when things have to go for approvals, and it's like so many things, and it's annoying when you know, like in your heart, that like, this is the better way, but then the company or whoever's approving it, it's going through, just has a different opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, it feels like you're dumbing yourself down a little bit, or dumbing your work down a little bit.
Oh yeah, well, it's definitely dumbed down work. It was so bad compared to what it was.
Oh.
Like there was an artistic. It was an advertisement for a business called Crazy Hook. Crazy Hook was a restaurant that incorporated kind of a little bit of a Caribbean seafood flair to it. It was actually a really clever idea, and it looked the place looked beautiful, and the food sounded just delicious. I didn't get to sample any of it, of course, but it seemed great. And so then I leaned into that. Like, okay, Crazy Hook, let's have the logo with this hook that comes out and grabs the logo and pulls it off. And they didn't like it, but it was one of my best animations to that point. And so, yeah, it was a frustrating project to see fall to pieces. And then you couldn't even brag with it. Like, oh, look, I made this successful commercial for Crazy Hook. Oh, yeah, they went out of business because the commercial was so bad.
Yeah. It's too real, that is.
Anime
Try
Night.
me what you pay attention to that was important.
Anime Night, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm officially enrolled in the course I'm doing right now, so I'm all set up and everything. Got the paid for the course. Just wait for everything to smooth out. I'm excited, and just been streaming and everything, trying to keep my mind busy.
Excellent. Well, I meant to ask. I think I was starting to ask this and then forgot to follow through with it. The other day, based upon your understanding of minerals, what would you say is one of the most difficult minerals to dig through? And not the hardest one, but if you had a drill, what would be something you would not want to find because it's so hard and that it will destroy your drill?
Necessarily, it would be diamond, because that one is the highest hardness, and you do not want to be in place of it when you're drilling, because not only can you not pierce it and everything, it will dull your drill
So
rapidly. Depending on the drill, though. Depending.
So, for example, like if you were drilling in an area and you actually came across like some small diamonds that were just embedded throughout the soil. First off, you might say, "Oh, there's like money to be made," but then suddenly you look at your drill and it would like get caught in it and destroy it.
Impossible. Oh wait, what would get? Wait. Let me back up a minute. What would get destroyed? The diamond or
the drill? Like,
then yes, realistically, yes. It would. No matter how big or how small the diamond is, or how it's embedded and everything. Like when you're trying to mine for it, you have to be very precise in removing all the excess rock and everything around that diamond. Just to get it to polish and everything. Just you need someone to polish. And because because diamond is the toughest one out there. Now in reverse, aside from diamond, I think the worst one would be anything below a hardness of, let's say, tanzanite, basically, because tanzanite is a hardness of a 6.5. And you're only going to find that in one place, Tanzania. Now, drilling that, you're going to really chip it. Like, if you're not being careful and not knowing what you're doing, you're going to really crack that tanzanite, and it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to be worth anything. Maybe a couple dollars, but still.
Interesting. There was I've always been someone who finds earth sciences to be fascinating. Like some people love biology. I really like anything that has to do with the studies of the earth. But I got a couple of things that I sometimes will just start thinking about. Gee, I wonder what sort of challenges they have to deal with when they are either building infrastructure or mining or trying to do a tunnel through a mountain, things like that. And I remember wondering at one point, they were showing the drills and showing how powerful they were. And I thought, I wonder if there's any material that they come across. They're like, oh no, we just came across this. And then they have to basically reevaluate and like use blasting to get through it or something else because the drill's not going to be able to do it. That's what sparked that curiosity.
It is very interesting when you go into those details, and it's amazing how modern, like, monuments like the Mount Rushmore. Oh my goodness gracious me!
Wow. Wow, that team came out of nowhere.
Well, luckily I extracted the sprites, so luckily I extracted it, but I'll hand it back to you on the next one.
I think I'm good for one more, and then I'll need to wrap it up because I have to do a couple of projects in the morning here. Aaron, with the work that you're doing, what programs are you finding that you're leveraging mostly these days?
Ooh, I use there's one called Miro, which is like a project planning board, and it's a good way to make mock-ups and I like that one. It's like a virtual whiteboard and a notepad. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but I do like that.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't used it myself, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I use a lot of Discord bots as well. So we work with some developers to make Discord bots and different things like that. So yeah, but mostly Miro, I'd say, and Jira for tickets and stuff like that. Yeah.
But however, though, if you really want the real villain of minerals, it is definitely quartz. Because quartz is a hardness of 7, which is harder than steel, and it can get very abrasive.
Oh, and quartz can be like either in massive chunks or like thrown throughout the rocks and whatnot, right?
That is correct, because they are formed into hydrothermal veins, and also do grow in the volcanic cavity. That's where you see the quartz clusters and everything, and also the geodes as well. So yeah, quartz is probably the most nightmarish one that you can come across. Because diamond, like I mentioned, though, diamond it's a hit and miss because it depends on what you're using and everything and where you are presently at. It depends. But if we're talking realistic and not extremely rare, then it would be most definitely quartz, because that in of itself can ruin your drill. It's just so many bad levels of juju that you do not want. And the stress of it is there, because it will wear your drill down if you're not drilling in the correct area of where you're trying to mine it from.
Interesting. Where does I may have another question later on. I'm gonna have to think about this because there's a theory posed to me a while back, and I gotta double check what that is. So I may have to reach out to you and ask you another question about that.
Absolutely. But yeah, so the number one, so for anybody who's mining out there or rock hounding and all of that, the number one mineral to look out for is quartz. Be careful how you mine it, and make sure you know what you're doing, please.
We don't want any of your machinery blowing up on us by overheating or have you all turned to shreds. I wish that when I was growing up, I'd gotten the opportunity to do some manual labor. That sort of stuff didn't scare me as a kid, whatnot. But the culture had become panicked about that. Oh, you can't have kids doing like this or that. So even if your kid is like, basically a grown adult trying to find work, like you have to be properly trained. It's like, can't I be an apprentice? Learning about this sort of stuff? No, you can't do that. Oh no. Who's shooting at me? I got a bad feeling about this.
I do too.
Oh, my galaxy ghost. I'm so sad.
I'm going to extract these guys right now because actually, wait a minute. Can I risk it?
Hey, let me get you, buddy. Hand, I got you.
Okay, we'll risk it.
Oh,
Did anyone see
Jeff,
me?
it's behind you. There you go.
Oh,
You can
thank
have that back. Oh, hang on 1 second. La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Beware that lottie-dottie-da. Wow, that guy took a lot of a beating. How did he survive that much?
Is that Peanut okay? He was sounding like he had a midlife crisis.
He definitely has midlife crisis. That's why he is playing this game.
Did they drop my Galaxy Sprite at all?
Oh, your Galaxy Sprite?
It's the ghost one.
You mean this one?
Hold on.
Oh, thank you.
Ta-da.
Oh no. Did you? Wow. Do you need that?
No, you already gave it to me earlier.
Oh, that's the one I get. Oh yeah. No, I had a Galaxy thingy on me. The Galaxy Oh, I don't know. A ghost. I'm overloaded
okay.
with Sprite. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh wait, a ghosty?
It was a ghosty.
Oh, I found him.
Fine.
He's right here. He's
Oh
over
my
here,
God,
buddy.
Thank you
He's
so
over
much.
here. He's over here, Aaron. I got him covered.
Ah, thank you. I'm coming.
Do you here? I'll here. You know what? Tell you what. I'll bring him to you. I'm gonna bring him to you.
I didn't-
Okay. And let me. There you go. There you go.
Ah, thank you.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's one of the
Happy
few
family.
times I've ever heard about somebody saying, "Gee, I really want a haunting," and someone else says, "Don't worry, I got a ghost for you. You can be haunted right now in peace."
Out of context, Fortnite is crazy.
Yep, exactly. I gotta find myself
Yep.
an extraction point.
Yeah, same. Let's go here on purple.
Oh, here it is, right? Ah, that was relatively close. Well, time to get rid of this peanut. He didn't give me the boots that I need, but his level is too high, and I can't risk losing him in the mid game again. No, Peanut, that does not mean that I care. If anything, I want you to be turned into peanut butter.
Thank you for the privacy, enemy. Marched in on me. in the
I
game.
had to play into the joke.
It's so funny.
I'll be right back. Another fire sprite gummy. It's one of the easiest ones to get.
I'm looking forward to the holograms and the diamond ones that are coming on Thursday.
Holograms.
What do you said you're busy next week, Jeff? Was it?
So we're going to be doing arts for the majority of next week, and then once the animation is all set for rendering, then we return and do games. But it's going to be a busy next week of just trying to get all that stuff squared away, because I've put it off for too long. I just need to sit down and just finalize it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where I wish I could put more time and effort into projects, and well, right now during the summer I do have that, and I just have to get into gear, and right now I'm kind of in gear at this point. Then it will be all upsetted by by suddenly having to go on like a fishing trip or whatnot. They'll be like, oh no, wait, my productivity time is gone.
Yeah, I know how that feels. It's just like, the one time I have something to myself that I've been wanting to do, but no, life does not want me to have it.
Yep.
Instead, they want me to do this, or I have to go here. Wait a minute, did I pay rent? Did I pay off that person who I will not speak of?
That person is Uncle Guido, and yes, he is coming for you if you don't pay him. Man, the rent thing though, that's far too real. We can if you need it.
Yes, please. Oh, do any of you want to kill the boss? Do you need the boss sprites?
No, I'm good on boss sprites. Oh, it's Skeletor!
He's making me.
Here.
He must save the children!
Oh no, it's Skeletor, run away. Oh my goodness gracious me. What are we gonna do, Charlie? Really? But we don't know what we're doing here, so now let's just go kill these two people over here. Oh my goodness gracious me. My accuracy is more accurate than when I drank wine at Aunt Susie's Punch Bowl rally. Oh. Great shooting, Abby. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the praise.
I like a good set of voices. That's always always an entertaining thing. I got started on streaming by doing that. I would do all sorts of voices, and gave me the chance to kind of do something that was unique that people could actually like enjoy and whatnot. There's some people though, they refuse to do any voice whatsoever, and I don't quite understand that.
Oh, they just gotta try harder. Oh, maybe get into the mind frame of being a voice actor. Oh
gosh. That was a horrible.
Yeah, that would I like doing for my friends, because they're like anime night. Do the Mickey voice. Do the Mickey voice. Oh, this do the voice in front of all you people. My goodness. And this idiot threw a smoke bomb in front of me. Oh, he was stupid. Oh, how dare you throw a smoke bomb in front of me? Oh. Ooh, that was hot.
Alright. There's another guy coming in.
Uh-oh. Where? Oh, I see him. Hi! Oh, get back here.
Oh, I think Tim.
Stop hopping like a piñata.
Oh, there's one more over there. On the
Pinata
Wait, where is he?
Wow.
Oh, there's still one in the water rolling around. Must be a different team.
Got him.
I'm
Where
just going
is
to
he?
call in extraction once more, if that's okay.
I don't see him.
Thank you.
I don't see him, buddy. I guess that was all of them.
Maybe. Or his friend is just too far away. Is that another extraction happening? Oh, here he is.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be.
spoke too soon.
I'll dare say, how dare you try and sneak up on me? It's not very polite to them. Let us see here. Where are we gonna be going? Okay, we're gonna want to keep meandering on down
Yep,
south
I'm
here.
coming. Just had to throw my sprite away. I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Throw
someone's
him
moving
away.
I'm moving.
Show how
Throw them away.
cruel
I heard
you
a
can
theory
be.
that we're going to be having to like donate them to like the evil overlord or something eventually, and that's where we're sending them to. I don't really keep up with the Fortnite lore, but
You want to donate them, huh?
Ah, damn it.
no.
Clipped.
To an evil
I got,
overlord.
I got clipped.
Oh, they're up there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he has no shield.
Oh,
No.
This is not good.
I'll get you, enemy. Oh, damn.
It's Shaggy! Shaggy is now kaput!
Hey. Let's see if we can reboot in front.
Ooh, suitcase. My favorite.
he has the briefcase for you. Oh, but then again, darling, we don't even know what we're doing. I can't believe this. I can't believe that man got eliminated by a toothpick-looking person who can't even figure out how to shoot and aim. Seriously, it took him 2 magazines to take Anime Night down. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Most humiliating.
Oh wait, I can just.
No, there's a car running all over the place and tumbling like a maniac. Obviously needs to have his license taken from him.
Ooh, the extraction sites are friendly now, so we're going to get some attention here.
Oh!
Yeah, get wrecked by a
he's no
suitcase.
shield.
Out of ammo.
Oh, he's back in here. Should we throw a bomb on him?
Oh,
Is it for now?
yes.
We could boop him out.
And
Oh,
he's
he has
gonna
a
stand
gummy on
here.
him. He has gummy duck.
Where'd he go? I think he fled.
Oh, he's here. He
Oh,
fled.
he sent me with him. Oh, that's another team. It's not good. Actually, I'm going to come on back. Or kind of come back. All right, get you on up.
Ah!
Disregard. I didn't want to get you up anyway.
That storm. Hey, oh.
Your card makes a fine addition to my collection.
General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected.
General Anime.
Oh, maybe I can revive you.
Yep. Save yourself.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, we are in trouble.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Well, I do believe that does mean that we're at the conclusion of this evening. It's time to go into high productivity mode. This is my, just a reminder, folks out there, this is the last gaming session for a while. Doesn't mean I won't be doing this. It just means that this is the last one that's designated. Everything else will be designated towards the animation till it is completed. Then we come back with this while I get the next project all lined up, and then we kind of will jump back and forth. That way it gives motivation for finishing it and whatnot. Much appreciated to Anime Night, Aaron, and also West for participating. As always, glad to have you around. Do you have anything interesting that's coming up that you want to share?
Well, aside from doing the course and everything, I am continuing my stream. I'm going to be continuing playing Dead Space 2 stream, so that will be on Friday. Tomorrow will be Nightcast, and then Thursday is the watch party if my co-host Joker is okay to hang out and everything. If not, I could just do something else.
Indeed. All right. Well, thank you, Aaron, as well. So, he just gave nothing to pass on, but he did that in the chat. So, on that note, folks, we will bring this to a close. Until next time, have a very pleasant evening and morning, everybody. Just a reminder, be civil to one another. Really, it does make a world of difference. And we will see you next time, whenever that is. Until then, folks, have a very pleasant evening. We're going to do a quick raid over on the Twitch side because I see there is a Bizmaster that is active, and we're going to go over and, show some support. And, of course, to the rest, we're just closing out at this point. All right. See you all later.